By many accounts, Coach, one of the most underrated home venues in all of the NFL resides in the heart of Nashville, Tennessee, and that's where we find ourselves at Nissan Stadium. The whole of downtown Nashville likely still reverberating with the sounds of the Titans taking the field a moment ago. They're ready for football as their Titans are set to match up with the Kansas City Chiefs. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go, set, 60 or. Check 43.
Now a first-time 1,000-yard rusher from a season ago, it's Derrick Henry. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
He finds an opening past the 40. Derrick Henry all alone. 20. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry. Touchdown number 15 of the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms, because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go! Here we go, D. Get off the field. Here we go.
First carry for Spencer Ware. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. LaShawn McCoy, the 31-year-old running back, his first carry. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. And that's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
Check 26, check 26.
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And that will bounce out of bounds before they can get a return going.
At their own 19-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs. So they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Throwing on 2nd down. Tannehill. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
We got four. We got four.
Protein spill.
He's checking crab. Check, 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 check.
Big rip. Big rip.
Play action. It's Tannehill. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete.
Here we go. Here we go.
23 yards on the play.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Tannehill. He finds Corey Davis. He's at the 30. 10. 5. Touchdown, Titans. Corey Davis. His first touchdown on the year. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points get that 0 off the board. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Foles. That's caught. It's DeMarcus Robinson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down.
First down, Chiefs.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me.
What we got? What we got? We got double up. Double up.
Here's Foles. And it's incomplete. It's a dangerous pass. That's what it was. And it brings up 2nd down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Foles. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. And it's complete to Kelsey. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. First catch on that one for Kelsey, and it's a first down. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Now Foles. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Jarrell Casey make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Back to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Now back to throw. He is going to find Hill here. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down.
Here we go.
Running on first down with Ware. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Foles. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target, but it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. On 2nd down, it's Ware. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Only a couple yards there, and that's going to set up a long 3rd and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness. Think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well.
Looking for Kelsey there, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Wesley Woodyard. With a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. Kelsey, the intended receiver there. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick six? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position.
Safety creep.
After the interception, here's Tannehill. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. He got 29 yards that time.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
Down. 10-2 soft. Get it.
Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Derrick Henry with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. Extra point put through by Succop. And that makes the score 21-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big...
Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked by Kevin Byard. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
Ready. 18 Gator.
56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up. Check 3. Check 3.
Now a carry for the shifty Dion Lewis. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
Let's go.
And the Chiefs showing a dime look as they defend this 3rd down. From the gun, here's Tannehill. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And he'll be marked down all the way inside the KC-10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
Here we go, here we go. 50, plant.
Check. Tight right. 3 down.
Now it's Tannehill. Sets up the screen to Lewis. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
At the 11-yard line.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal.
6-6, pull it high.
Box it. Check three.
Yes. Let's go.
A 2nd down run with Lewis. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound it in? Instead, look at a little more of a scat back type, and he's trying to make it happen.
Yeah, they went with the elusive, slippery guy. Couldn't get in there, though. On 3rd down, it's Lewis. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to bring up a 4th and goal. Let's think here. You're still just in the 2nd quarter. You taking the 3 points?
I am taking the 3 points, and I'm just relying on my defense here. Show them you have a little confidence in them, and let the offense know, nice drive. Come back next time. We'll go get 6 then, but for now, we'll take the 3.
A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And got his man complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 36 yards on the play. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
Now a 1st down carry here from McCoy. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
They'll set up to throw. Gets this one to Hill. The 20. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well. They'll get a few stops.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. That'll bring up second and goal after the gain of 5. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. Second and 5. Steps away to his left. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes third and goal. He'll drop to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And the kick by Butker is good. Butker, what a pickup he's been for Kansas City the last 2 years. Remember, he was drafted by Carolina to be the eventual successor to Graham Gano. That didn't pan out. Casey got him as a free agent. He's been really good.
Yeah, Gano said, oh no, I'm keeping my job. But Butker found his home in Kansas City, a franchise record for points scored in his first 2 seasons.
After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try to add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
They'll come up now, second and 4 from the 31.
Strong right. Hey,
General West.
check.
Lee Grip.
Tannehill completes it to Davis. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain there of 21 yards. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Mike's 50.
I smell fear in that offense.
Hey, wahoo! Ready?
Now a first down throw, Tannehill. It's caught by Davis. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
Who got that?
Topper!
Switch.
On first down, it's Tannehill. He's going deep for Brown. And he fires one that's intercepted. And I do believe this is going to line up a safety. It is. It's a safety. How about that for a wacky play? Wow, what a disaster. You talk about a guy making a good play on the interception and then just trying to be too cute on the return.
It almost felt like his own gyroscope really got out of whack, didn't it? Going backwards into your own end zone after such a great play. Totally disoriented and gave up 2 points for his team.
We play to win. Let's go.
Come on,
The
set.
Titans
Pretty
offense
big.
set to begin the drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Tackle made there by Tony Jefferson. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They'll drop the throw. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down.
First down, Kansas City.
They gave up the completion there, but this is catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Easy.
Check, 59. Squeeze, double.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Completes it to Hardman. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
Here we go.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. They'll run it with McCoy. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far in this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target, but it's going to be 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. McCoy. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming.
Push it back.
Foles. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. And Butker able to put this one through. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need them to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Down.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
You don't want none.
Yep.
Hit it.
They'll start things on first down with Dion Lewis. Space to maneuver at the 40. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. They just look like they're having fun out there. Big lead. There's another big play on the big run. I mean, they can't be stopped.
I'm a little bit older than you, as you well know, partner, and you tend to tell me that all the time. But there used to be a big-time song, and the lyric was, "Summertime and the living is easy." Right now, it's football time, and the running is easy for this crew.
A lane opens up that time as he'll be brought down just short of a first after a gain of about 9. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Second and a yard at the Chiefs' 38-yard line.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard.
Tight end's right. Watch tight. Tight end's right. You got 3. 3 down. 3 down. Joker, joker. Joker, joker.
Greystone, travel.
Switch it. Switch it. Come on, switch it.
Go.
Get him. Get him. Get him. You got him.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Now on third down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs.
That's track.
Pilot, 64, weak.
Bang, bang. Switch, switch, switch.
Hey, 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 hey.
You got to get moving, man. Man moving. You got to get that.
Down.
To throw is Tannehill. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was third and short, okay? They decided to throw the football incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
And this one is right down Broadway. And that will extend their lead even further. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason.
Be alert, be
The
alert.
Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And after the field goal last time, see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Here's a quick hitch route, and the throw complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Here's Foles. He's got his man. That's Hardman. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him on to the
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Jarrell Casey has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Now Foles. And going deep for Hill. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by Dane Cruikshank. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line. They set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
Here we go, here we go. 60 outlaw.
Left gun defense. Left gun defense.
X3. 218, chopper. Let go.
Tannehill on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Incomplete. It's second down and 10.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, second and 10.
Let's make these babies cry all the way
Blue
back.
draw Corker.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
Slam, slam. Check the backer, check the backer.
Let's go.
Tannehill now to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Kenny Moore. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's got a man complete. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the third quarter. Back now in Nashville. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. The Chiefs in good position to start out as they come up first and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Now left side on the swing pass. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for first and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off inside the 10. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. They start the drive on the ground with Lewis. A gain of 3, second down.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set them up.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's second and 7.
Recon, 132 fighter. They
try again with Lewis. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Ready.
Here's Tannehill. And that will be incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Chiefs' offense about set to begin this drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes it 2nd and 9. He's going to go for a big play downfield, and that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. He'll look to throw. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Wesley Woodyard, he does a little bit of everything, and this time he gets the sack.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Logan Ryan. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
On the ready.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Now, that turnover might just about do it. Here, 4th quarter, the lead that you've got, they can just run the football, run the clock.
Exactly right. They played smart, a couple of first downs, and this one should just about be over.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Set up. 60 or
56.
Watch the curl, watch the curl, watch the curl.
Watch twist.
6-6, pull it high. Now.
Roy.
The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Ready up.
Max 50. Here we go, D. All day. Defense, all day.
Get it.
On 2nd down, it's Lewis. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage. Use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Here's Tannehill, and that is incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this one sails out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25. It will. 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now throwing on first down and completing it. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 44-yard line.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Wesley Woodyard picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. As this one moves towards its conclusion, another incomplete pass there. Thoughts on the secondary? I mean, they seem to be pretty effective in this one.
Yeah, I thought that they've been absolutely outstanding. I mean, their job is to prevent touchdowns, and not a single touchdown is going on the board against them. Of course, they want to make it a total shutout, but hey, if you don't give up touchdowns, you got a heck of a chance to win.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. They complete it to Hill. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. Back to throw. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Adoree Jackson right there, step for step in coverage. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. 2nd and 10. Pass incomplete. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying, no more. We're taking a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
He is going to find Hill here. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. Back to throw again. And he will not be able to get away as Foles is taken down. Jarrell Casey in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? One final shot. They'll look to throw. And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win them the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there. Well, at least at the very end, there's something to take away. They lost the game, but got in the end zone, got a 2-point conversion as well. I don't know, though. In the end, you still lost the football game.
You still lost the game, but maybe they were just capitalizing on the flurry at the end, right? You scored the touchdown, keep the momentum going, go for 2. Maybe they're working on something for down the road. As you said, it doesn't matter. You lose the game, but you finish with a touchdown and a successful 2-point conversion.
Some sort of a building block.
Yeah, something.
So for the Titans,